Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you are doing good. And today we are going to discuss about the job rotation topic, which is from second unit. And what do you mean by job rotation means, ma? The job rotation is the management approach where an employee is shifted from one job to another job at a regular interval of time. How and why? Let me give you one example. In an organization, we'll be having a different departments. Departments like finance, HR, marketing, production. So we'll be having a different departments in the organization. Suppose if an employee is appointed in a HR department, he is doing a job in a HR department. So what he'll be having a knowledge or awareness regarding the only the HR, not about the other departments. But if you do the job rotation means the person may have the knowledge regarding every department. How means the person if he shifted to a marketing, and from marketing again if he shifted to production, and from production if he shifted to finance means he'll be having a knowledge regarding every department. And as he was from the HR means he will be liable to take the decision. So when he is having a knowledge regarding the every department, it will become an easier to him to take a decision regarding his work or about the organization. So that's why the job rotation will be done. The job rotation will enhance an employee to expose his knowledge and also to gain the knowledge regarding every department and from in a particular format, from top management to a low level management. In this way, the employee will gain the knowledge, and also he will be exposing his talent also, which is hidden. So here if the employee is having the talent which is known by the organization that he is capable enough to take the decision, so that's why he was recruited in the HR. But if we go to a marketing, and when he have a power, when he have a talent of communication, when he expose them and when he excel in that means definitely that will be an advantages for the organization. That is a hidden talent of that employee, and that hidden talent will be exposed and will be bought out by only with the help of job rotation also. And also the job rotation will help an employee to decrease the burden of doing the same job. How means some employees will be there. See how means they'll be feeling a bore to do a continuous work. They want a change in their work. So keeping that feeling in the mind, they may not work properly. So to decrease that burden and to have a change in their work, this job rotation will help an employee. So here finally we conclude saying that the job rotation makes an employee to expose to every field and to gain the knowledge, and also the management will be discovering the talent in which this employee is excel about. For example ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ కనుక హెచ్ఆర్లో ఫిట్ అయిపోయారు, దీంట్లో వీళ్ళు ఫిట్ అవుతారని వాళ్ళు రిక్రూట్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత జాబ్ రొటేషన్కి వచ్చేసి దట్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఒకవేళ ప్రొడక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో ఈ హెచ్ఆర్ కంటే ప్రొడక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చేసినట్లయితే మేనేజ్మెంట్ వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారంటమ్మా, విచ్ దే ఆర్ ఎక్సెల్ దే బి కీపింగ్ దట్ పర్సన్ పర్మనెంట్లీ. వై? బికాస్ దే ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఓన్లీ ద పర్ఫెక్షన్ excel people in so and so field. So that's why the job rotation is also necessary, and in this way also the job rotation is being an advantage. How? First point, the job rotation makes an employee to excel his knowledge and also to show his knowledge and also to gain the knowledge. And next point is it makes an organization to discover the talent of the employee which is hidden. The hidden talent will be brought out outside with the job rotation. And last one, it is going to decrease the burden of the employee by doing the same job. It brings a change in the employee with this job rotation. Clear, ma'am? What do you mean by job rotation means? It is a management approach where an employee is shifted from one job to another job at a regular interval of time to know or to gain the knowledge regarding every department. Clear? And now look at the how the job rotation is being and helpful in the organization. What are the elements are included in the job rotation? The first point is reducing monotony of the job. Reducing monotony of the job. So, first of all, what do you mean by monotony? Lack of interest, where the people will not have interest. So here, as we have discussed that job rotation makes an employee to use their talent, use the hidden talent, and as well as they are going to decrease the burden of doing the same job. So in that aspect, the first point is reducing the monotony of the job. What do you mean by monotony? Lack of interest. So here it is going to decrease the burden as it was moving, as the employees are moving from one job to another job. They are making an employee to increase their interest towards the work to do in the organization. If a person is feeling bored or and he does not have any interest to do a continuous work in the HR means, during the job rotation, if he shifted to a finance department means he will increase his interest, he will decrease the burden and he will increase the interest. Why? Because as it was a new work, he keeps interest to learn the work, and also to keep his talent also he'll keep a interest. What talent to put his knowledge in the work also he feels interest. So here with this point we can say that the job rotation making an employee to decrease their monotony and increase the interest regarding the work by decreasing the burden of doing the same job and increasing the interest on the work. So we can say that the job rotation is making an employee to decrease his burden and increase his interest to do the work. So this is the first point, and next point what we did is succession of planning. Succession of planning means, it says that the management for whom it is going to replace on whom. When this thing will happen means, at the time of employee retirement or at the time of employee fallen sick or at the time of employee voluntary retirement or due to some cases. So at that time, if a person is in the management level, that management level means it will be in a high position. To take the high position, we need to have a right person, we need to have an experienced person, we need to have a trust person to keep the person in that senior most place. So that's why the management in this job rotation, first only they are going to observe the people, they are going to analyze the employee for whom we have to fit in this job, for whom we have to allocate the senior most job, who will be eligible to give justice to this job. With this analysis at the time of job rotation, they will be replacing a person in that position which is left by someone. So in the job rotation, succession of the planning is also involved, for whom we are going to replace on so and so places, which the place is left by the reasons called retirement or an fallency or a voluntary retirement or in insolvency of the employee. And third point is creating right employee job fit. Creating right employee job fit. So clearly we can say that with this point, who are eligible for the right job. The right job should be allocated by the only the right person. Right person for the right job. Right job for the right person. By how we can keep a right person in the right job means by analyzing, by seeing his data, by seeing his performance in the organization, by seeing his success, by seeing his rewards, by seeing his performance during the task given by the organization. By all the analysis, the people may select the right person to keep him in the right job. And while the job rotation also, as I said in the first, if suppose the person is in HR and when the job rotation is happened, and in this job rotation process, when he was shifted to the production, and if he excel in the production rather than the HR means, the person will be placed in the production department itself. Why? Because the organization will expect the employee to do the work in an excellent manner. They want a quality work from the employee, and as they want a quality of work from the employee, if they are getting right now here, how they'll misuse that? Definitely they'll use it in a correct way by placing a right person in a right job. So the first one is reducing the monotony of the job, means reducing the employee burden and creating the interest of the employee by allocating another job, by allocating him in another job. And next one was succession of the planning, for whom we are going to replace in another position, in the reasons called when the position is left by the retirement or a voluntary of going that and fallen sick and due to some reasons. And next one is the creating a right job for a right fit. So for the right job for the right person. So the person will be the person for whom we are going to keep him in that position. What are the qualities he has to keep him in a right position? During the job rotation, the management will be discovering about the employee talent. If they found out like that means, if the employee is excelling in so and so department means, the management will allocate the right person into a right job. And next one, if we go to means fourth one is exposing workers to all verticals of the company. So what this point says, exposing workers to all verticals of the company. As you know, the vertical lines here. So the job rotation makes an employee to test every job, to experience every job in every field, from top management to a low level management. The vertical line in the organization, it makes the employee to excel his knowledge in every field by the job rotation. That's why we can say the job rotation makes an employee to expose in every field from the top to bottom, like as in a vertical line. And next one is testing employee skill and competence. Competence. So testing employee skills and competence by making him to shift in different jobs, we will come to know his skill. So if the person, if suppose first appointed in a finance, and if we shifted him to in a production means if we keep his skill in manufacturing of a thing in a low cost manner and making that product packed in a very attractive manner. If we put his skill means definitely the customer will be attracted and they'll be having a huge sale, and automatically it will affect on the organizational development. So at that time what will happen, his skill will be tested and he will be given a proper recognition with the job rotation. So taking a step of the job rotation, taking a step of the job rotation, with this step the employee skill and his knowledge will be tested, and in the hidden knowledge also, hidden talent also will be brought out